Hello, this is Tomek, Taboretum channel. Welcome everyone. Today I'll be talking about 3D printing. First we'll start with an executive summary, very brief statements about it, and then we'll dive into some details. So basically 3D printer is a kind of a motorized glue gun. There's a device that is melting plastic and extruding it in layers and creating an object. Also, the technology is not that new, because I will show you later on that there are some uses of similar technology in 30s of 20th century, and modern printers are from 80s. Also, with all this history, the technology is still not super mature and things are not easy to do. It is slow and rapid at the same time. Slow in terms of you need quite some time to print things out, sometimes hours, like 20 hours for larger objects. At the same time, it is rapid because you can prototype in days, in hours. You can do print a spare part in matter of hours, so it might be really rapid. It is often frustrating. See the remark about technology not being mature, but it can be really satisfying. I'm playing with 3D printers since 2015, so I have some history, and I can tell you that it is really satisfying. Also, it seems to be futile a bit. People are printing toys and having fun. At the same time, it might be really serious, and this technology is used in space industry, and in my opinion might be our future. And at the end of the day, it's tons of fun, and that's why I decided to start this channel. Okay, so this was the executive summary, and now we can rewind, get to the beginning, and get to some more details. Okay, so I said that it is a motorized gun like this one. So basically how the glue gun works is, here is the glue in a stick, here is the heater, here is the lever that pushes this glue gun into the hot area. So basically the 3D printer works exactly the same. Instead of this glue stick, you have a plastic filament that is melted in the header and then extruded and put in layers. So layer after layer, the object is built, going up and up and up. So basically that's the fundamental idea. So it's not that complex. Plus the control of the move is just yet another CNC machine, right? So you have your 3 axes and the computer is controlling the move of this hot end. Okay, so I said it is old and immature. So you can see a movie here when 2 gentlemen are actually building a concrete bunker, and the concrete is put into this device. I don't know how to call it. I would call it a circular 3D printer today. So what is happening here, the technology helps to put this wet, fresh concrete in layers going up and up to construct a building without the necessity to build a form with wood, right? So that's pretty similar to what I've been just talking about, right? So, and please remember this video, because there will be one picture at the very end super similar to that. These are 30s of 20th century. Then you have a resin printer that was printing out of resin using light to harden the resin. That's late 70s, I believe. Then first printers using the plastic, and that's, let's say, the protoplast of modern printers that you know and you can buy today, and these are 80s of last century. So this is indeed quite old, yet as I mentioned, it is not super easy. If you're doing the regular stuff and you're printing things that other people are printing, then everything is fine. If you get to the something new, you want to create something original, then it gets a bit more tough. I said it is slow yet rapid, and I have a part of my CNC router that was printing like 20 something hours. At the same time, there are moments when you can do things really quick. So for example, I'm a fan of board games, and there's a game called Hacks, and as majority of the games, it has some ridiculously large box. So I thought, let's design a box, print a box, and take the game with me on holidays without this huge paper box that it originally came with, and done on the upper picture, right? And over here you can see a hanger for a wireless speaker that I wanted to have on the wall in our bedroom, and it was not there was no shelf there, so I just designed, printed, and in a matter of hours it was there. So it might be rapid. I mentioned it might be frustrating, and for example, I was trying to print a wheel to my suitcase, and I spent really quite some time doing it, using different filaments, different plastics, different designs, and simply this technology is not suitable here, right? So it was frustrating, and it was always a failure. However, in some other cases, like rocket, it's a model rocket. Together with my son, we've played with some rockets that are made out of carton that you can buy in a shop, and we decided to design and print our own one. So you can see it here, and now you can see it also flying, and it was really a lot of satisfaction to see it actually flying 100 meters above the earth. I mentioned it's futile, but also used in space industry, in medical uses, and so on and so forth. So basically, people, when they start their journey with 3D printing, they print nice and funny stuff, right? So it's the usual thing, right? To be or not to be, let's print a skull, do some cool stuff, and then you end up with a home full of these dust collectors everywhere. They might be fun still, but at the same time, you do things that, for example, replace broken parts, right? So you can design and print your spares at home. You can prototype things. Initially, when I started 3D printing, I was building for myself diving torches, so lights that were capable of being used 30 meters underwater. And this thing here is actually a body of a orbital rocket, 3D printed using metal. So there are some really serious applications of this technology. And the space industry is really believing that that's how we can actually expand in the space, in the outer space. Basically, you cannot take everything with you. You need to produce things as you go. So once we are on Mars, we may be in need to manufacture a lot of things there. So this is an artistic vision of how the habitats on Mars can look like. And doesn't it look very similar to the movie that I was showing from 30s? So it might be the case that the very similar movie to the one that we've seen will be shot actually 100 years later on Mars, when astronauts will be building habitats for them and for the next people coming. So thanks a lot. It was fun to talk about that. I hope it was also fun to listen. and I will shoot some more episodes to convince you that 3D printing is fun and to teach you how to start. Thanks.